5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Ban. Ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Dire team OG's turn to pick.
Night Stalker. I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ban.
Abyssal Underlord.
All right, here we are. Lower bracket final between OG and Team Kinguin. Get right on into this draft. We take a look at what both teams have banned and picked up. Venomancer, Ancient Apparition, banned by OG. Kinguin, they've banned out Brewmaster, Nyx, and now the Wisp. OG, they pick up the Lich and Underlord, and for Team Kinguin, they go with the Night Stalker and the Nature's Prophet, which is quite interesting that they're going with this sort of global lineup right now. You've got the mobility of Nature's Prophet, Night Stalker with the vision, with nighttime, silence, the slow, the mini stun. Works really well with Nature's Prophet, getting into these areas where you want to be able to TP in with Nature's Prophet, maybe come in with another hero who will get Boots of Travel later in the game, and get a kill with said heroes. Lich and Underlord, not the same, but high armor. Underlord probably going to be in that offlane Nature's Prophet as well for the side of Kinguin. So you've got Lich giving armor. Going to be winning his lane early with Sacrifice. Sacrifice, that range creep will help win the lane for whoever he's with in that safe lane. And he'll be up against the Nature's Prophet. So maybe we see the Nature's Prophet move into more of a jungle role. Or not a jungle role, but a jungle positioning at level 3 or 2 or 3. So Necrophos gets banned out, so does that Bloodseeker, and then Kinguin ban out the Arc Warden. Kinguin, they've got their 3, have their 4, OG, have their 5 in Lich, and their offlane in Underlord, so both teams do still need a mid and a safe laner, something that might go well with Kinguin. Maybe if they want to go some sort of drow lineup. We've seen that a couple of times from teams in these qualifiers all over the place where they roll this globalish drow lineup. Go with maybe like a Puck mid and a drow in your safe lane. Or even go with like a DK. see what Kinguin want to pick. See, coming in after that, what OG want to do, as they've got this Underlord already. Underlord pretty strong through the early game and mid game. Pit of Malice is always nice. Firestorm, if you could get a nice stun on a hero with the Pit of Malice, especially when you're doing like a Atrophy or a Firestorm, and then one in Pit of Malice, and then max out Firestorm. It's nicely set up together to really be able to push, be able to do some damage early on.
Devourer.
So Kinguin go with OD, and I like this pick. Another ranged hero, so again, Drow, always a possibility. Gives them a little bit of lockdown in the fact that they've got Astral Imprisonment, and then at the later stages in the game where OD is level 25, has that Stone Intelligence longer, hits harder, and just obviously progressively hits harder, but he becomes really a force to be reckoned with. So Earth Spirit picked up for OG. Got Earth Spirit and Lich now, so you're looking to really be moving around a lot with Earth Spirit, maybe come over mid.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
OD kind of hard to kill early. Has the ability to get that Astral Imprisonment out, back off, possibly heal up, or really start sapping that intelligence and hitting harder. So if you don't go after him early enough where he's not strong, you really kind of miss your opportunity. And now with Disruptor's in the lane you're ganking, you get Glimpse back. Probably not the easiest for OG to come in on a bunch of these heroes.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
But again, this is, the lineup that Kinguin are working with right now is heavy in vision, where you've got Night Stalker and Knight really doing well. The mobility of Nature's Prophet. You usually pick up a blink at some point on OD, and then really, if you are chasing with Night Stalker or Nature's Prophet, you can catch up with just the Night Stalker, or even pull them back with Glimpse and Kinetic Field later in the game, Static Storm. I really like how this sets up for pickoffs for Kinguin. And on top of that, their team fight's not too bad right now. You have the Static Storm available. You have Sanity's Eclipse as the fight rages on. You grab yourself a little bit of intelligence, throw that down. Nature's Prophet, game gets mid-game, late game, he does hit pretty hard, or could be pushing while that team fight's happening. So they've got their mid laner, they've got their off laner. They're 4 and 5 for Kinguin, and they look really good with what they have right now, especially against OG. Of course, they're going to have a lot of armor, but OD, he hits hard enough where maybe that's not going to be a problem. For OG, mid and safe lane still needed for them. Something that's going to be able to withstand what Kinguin are throwing at them. Someone who does well with the Lich. Obviously, you start off doing well with the Lich because you're winning the lane, but maybe someone with the stun who could go after these heroes. They might even go with a Razor mid, but I don't know if it's really that great with Astral Imprisonment on the OD.
Dire team ban.
They do go with the Razor. All right. So I thought that was a good choice for them. They have the slows of both their Earth Spirit and Lich. They have Pit of Malice they can work with to really get the static link to start sapping a lot. So maybe Razor does work out for OG, but personally, after I said it, I don't know how much of a fan I was. So on top of that, their team fight does look pretty okay. Razor's ult on top of Magnetize. You get a Pin of Malice in there. Chain Frost is something that OG could definitely work with. They still need a safe laner. They don't need a really heavily tanky safe laner. They could go maybe... I'm thinking they could go Void in the safe lane. He's still available.
to pick.
I do like that Sven ban because Kinguin with the Sven, that'd be a stun that they really desperately need. Coming in with what they're throwing would be a lot. You set up with the Night Stalker, the Sven. Sven grabs a blink. Blink, Stormhammer. Nature's Prophet's already coming in, and you make it that easy. But OG's going to go with the Phantom Lance. So Phantom Lancer, Razor, Earth Spirit, Underlord, Lich.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe, I think it's too much.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
Kinguin maybe going with like a Morphling. Where Adaptive Strike would be pretty devastating. And I mean, they have Pit of Malice, and Boulder Smash, but other than that, Morphling could really move around pretty well. Maybe Morphling's the right pick. Someone who really needs to be locked down to be killed off, and that is...
Choose your hero.
Alright. Alright, so they're gonna go with the Gyrocopter. Interesting. So, Gyrocopter, Disruptor, OD, Nature's Prophet, Night Stalker up against Phantom Lancer, Razor, Earth Spirit, Underlord, and Lich. I liked what Kinguin brought to the table with their first 4 picks. OG, I kind of like what they have here. They have a tanky hero in Underlord, someone who can really take the focus, get the lockdown of Pit of Malice, Firestorm, keep the fights rolling on while Resolution maybe comes in once he has a Diffusal Blade, No-Tail with the Static Link, just trying to make something happen, rolling that ult in, Magnetize, coming through. I mean, they have Boulder Smash and Pit of Malice. Maybe I'd like another stun there for OG. And then Kinguin. Kind of like what they're throwing. They have the stun of Homing Missile. A little bit of lockdown in Astral Imprisonment, Glimpse. And then the slow from Night Stalker in that Void.
Prepare for battle.
So, let's go around the horn real quick, tell you who's on what. We've got Fly on the Lich, S4 is going to be on that Underlord, No-Tail on the Razor, that's going to mean Resolution on the Phantom Lancer, and finally Earth Spirit played by Jerax. So this is a Jerax Earth Spirit, which will be nice to see. Kinguin on the other side, they've got Patos on the Nature's Prophet, Exotic Deer playing the Gyrocopter, mid is going to be Nisha with OD, Kesor on the Night Stalker, and Elisash playing that Disruptor. Do you think there's a lot of opportunity for Kinguin early, especially with this Gyrocopter, Rocket Barrage, Glimpse, coming in with the Nature's Prophet with an early teleportation at level 2 or 3?
30 seconds to battle.
We could see Kinguin be very aggressive in the early game. Where maybe the same can't be said for OG in the fact that after a couple levels, I think OG's okay mid. It's hard to chase into a Gyrocopter at levels 3 and 4 where he's got that Rocket Barrage raining down on you as well as the Flat Cannon.
The battle
We'll definitely have to see where I think Kinguin have early game aggression. OG maybe late mid game into the late game might be able to overtake Kinguin in what they have. But again, OD very strong in the later game. And with the push that's going to be coming in from Patos on this Nature's Prophet, you got to wonder if OG are going to be able to handle it. Nisha up against No-Tail mid. Looks like it's going to be at least the Nature's Prophet, or Night Stalker coming top to help out this Gyrocopter. They've also got the Disruptor here. Disruptor not picking anything yet. Might go with the Kinetic Field, but you've got Resolution starting off in the off lane with Fly. So should have a bit of an easier time. He's going to be winning his lane with the range creeps being sacrificed, so it's going to be in his favor. He should be able to do quite well. But we'll have to see as both Exotic Deer and Kaser are here. Maybe we see Elistash get level 2, get that glimpse, and then they start to go after Resolution heavily, or even just go after Fly. S4 going to be in the safe lane, so he's selected to go with Ashprior, then Firestorm. I think we maybe take one more and Pit of Malice, and then go with the rest of Firestorm. We take a look up top. Kaser might be in a little bit of trouble as Jarex is here with the Rolling Boulder. But a nicely placed Kinetic Field by Elisash. Not going to stop Kaser from dying, as Resolution does get that kill with the Phantom Lance. So first blood in favor of OG. Got 3 heroes here to combat this tri-lane coming out from Kinguin, and it works out in their favor as Resolution will grab first blood. See aggression coming out from Jerax early on, and Rolling Boulder's always going to be nice. The Kinetic Field was all they could do. You've got the slow from Fly with that Frost Blast, and then Phantom Lance comes out. Resolution gets the kill. Resolution doing all right. He's at 5-1, but doing better than the Gyrocopter. There's 3 of these heroes are going to go on Resolution. There's the homing missile coming through, as well as the rocket barrage. They'll grab the kill, and it's 1 for the side of Kinguin now on Resolution. Unfortunately, he was kind of left here all by his lonesome self. Fly wasn't able to get back in there to make anything happen. You had 3 heroes coming in from Kinguin, and Resolution already about half health. Was in a bit of trouble, and he gets taken out. But now over bottom, Peytos going to get hit by that Boulder Smash. Firestorm will rain down on Peytos, but it won't be enough. Had he hit that Rolling Boulder, maybe it was, especially with that double damage, but Peytos doesn't really sidestep it. Just Jerax missing. So No Tail, 9-7, 13-4 for Nisha. Nothing really happening over mid just yet. With the Night Stalker coming over, they might have an opportunity to go in on No Tail. They have that slow. They'll have possibly the Silence coming out. Not yet. He's just level 2. And they could lock him in with Astral Imprisonment. Try and chase him, and that's what they're going to do. They've started off with the Astral Imprisonment. Now Kaser is going to be coming in. The Rolling Boulder comes in through Jerax. They've got the TP of Peytos. Should be an easy kill, but with the Static Link, there's not enough damage just yet, and Peytos finally with that last hit. So they will bring down No Tail, and Kinguin, they've taken out the position 1 in Resolution, and then the mid in No Tail, and leading 2-1. When Boulder comes through, you've got No Tail following it up. Plasma Field hits on Nisha twice. See if they're able to continue to chase Nisha and get this kill. Meanwhile, up top, Fly will die. You've got the Static Link, but there's the Astral Imprisonment, and Nisha should be able to walk away despite losing 77-10.
Sustains God remains.
So 3-1 in favor of Kinguin. Get that kill on Fly over top. You get a kill on Resolution earlier, and then as well on No Tail mid. But No Tail, he's having a tough time up against Nisha, and now you've got, again, 3 heroes coming through, Peytos and K-Store. They're looking to get this kill. Plasma Field thrown out, but probably not going to save him. Ooh, as I say that, survives with 18 health. There we go. Lack of damage from Peytos after that Static Link. One more shot wasn't enough to do it. No Tail somehow survives, but he's sent all the way back to his base. Now Nisha again over here with Kaser, and No Tail getting quite low again. Over smash to push No Tail in a bad spot. He's dead.
Dire's bottom
So they'll get one, they look for two, and Jerax, there's the void coming through, and one more shot will do it. Night Stalker gets a double kill, and Kinguin up 5-1, looking very good this mid-Razor. Struggling quite a bit. Going after Resolution, but might be a little bit harder to kill now that he's got that doppelganger. They're looking for the glimpse, trying to get close enough as Elisash, but nice illusion blocking there. And Resolution will be able to back up, not pulled back by that glimpse just yet.
The seeds of fortune.
So No Tail just has not looked too great for him over mid as he's already 0-2. Take a look over bottom, see how S4 is doing. Maybe the saving grace is he's top of the CS chart. The farm's alright for now. Not really getting harassed too much as S4. You can't really stand too close for Paytos as his Firestorm rains down on the creeps. We're continuing to use that, grabbing his farm and continuing to push. He's got this 2-1 just about dead, and I think now with these creeps gone, it might be dead from S4 on the next creep wave or so. Taking a look up top is there's the homing missile as well as the rocket barrage. They'll get the kill. Exotic Deer now on a killing spree. And Resolution actually uses that doppelganger to get to the low ground, but Paytos is here. You finally get the TP coming in from Jerax. He's by the shrine, will heal up, and maybe they're going to be on the chase. Rolling Boulder is not going to hit from Jerax, and now with 4 heroes here from the side of Kinguin with the kinetic field, they've blocked in Jerax. Rocket barrage laid down, and they'll get at least one. Resolution trying to make something happen. Homing missile coming through. Resolution stunned up, and Kinguin will be able to retreat. So 7-1 in favor of Kinguin. They're only up a little bit in terms of net worth, but they are looking very good, while OG, it is looking very lost for them in this game one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Exotic Deer 3-0-1, having a game of his own right now. For those phase boots and already level 6, so see what they do now with Nature's Prophet level 6. We're almost level 7, and Exotic Deer, they might be able to line up some kills with Paytos coming over with the teleportation and Calden. Look over to the top. Chaser trying to get out. The Phantom Lance not going to be enough, and the Night Stalker will be able to TP back to base successfully. Meanwhile, bottom, that tier 1 tower has gone down. S4 has made the rotation up top to continue to push. Just wants to keep the pressure on Kinguin, and that's what they're going to need to do to really look a little bit better in this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Nisha hitting away and No Tail gets behind those trees is okay for now. Again, Jerax not getting that rolling boulder to hit. Immediately Astro in prison. The ulti flies through from Nature's Prophet. Now they're going to try and chase on Jerax. The TP attempt not going to be able to work out in time. You've got No Tail between 3 of these heroes. Already gets himself one in Nisha. Meanwhile, Elisash will go down to No Tail, continuing to do work. But now the homing missile is going to start chasing. And No Tail run himself away from Exotic Deer. Getting closer and closer and closer. There it is. It'll hit. Exotic Deer with the rocket barrage will clean up No Tail. It's the battle raged on mid.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So 3 for 2. OG will be happy with that.
Dire's middle tower is
I'm
under
gonna
attack.
lower my audio just a touch high. So 9-4, OG technically with a net worth lead, but again, It's due to the fact that S4 is farming very well as himself that Hood Soul Ring already. And Resolution, despite dying up top once, has 2 kills of his own. So he's found his way back. He's starting off his Diffusal Blade not too far away from that. They start to push back Nisha. All these illusions hitting on this OD. A little bit overwhelmed, but Resolution not going in too deep and shall be able to retreat. So you got 3 heroes smoked here from OG. Noto, Jarex, and Fly. The rolling boulder comes in. The boulder smash lands from Jarex. The ulti thrown from Peytos, but not going to deter OG at all. They look for K-Store. They've got this ulti raging on from Notail. Now TPing in is going to be Exotic Deer. Let's see if OG continue to go in. They've got the call down coming through as well as the homing missile, so Notail going to be chased away. Chain Frost gets dropped. It's going to bounce around on these neutrals. Help out Resolution to get that kill on Exotic Deer as it bounced back to him. And the rolling boulder as well as the pushback on the Peytos is there from Jarex. They continue to chase Notail. One more shot will take him out. And 3 kills go the way of OG as they start to stabilize this game in their favor. Now up 3,000 net worth. So 7-9, 3,000 net worth. K-Store and Nisha are going to try to push forward the boulder smash from Jarex to stop them, as well as the geomagnetic grip to silence Nisha. But now there's the Astro Imprisonment. And in trouble is Resolution. Maybe going to get to the low ground with Doppelganger. Gets into the river. Still trying to get away. Rolling boulder. Glimpse back on Rezo. And there it is. A kill for Kinguin. A pretty big one, in fact, on Resolution. So 700, almost 800 gold net worth-wise goes the way of Kinguin. Down the lead of OG to 2,000. Meanwhile, up top, S4 taken out by Exotic Deer. So they find him in the trees. Exotic Deer goes in, but now Notail cleans up the kill, so they'll trade. And I think Notail's okay with that, getting himself a kill after dying 3 times in this game. Will show up bottom, K-Store and Peytos. Maybe looking to put pressure on Resolution. They've got S4 here as well, so not going to be an easy kill. They want to go in on Resolution. But they've got 4 heroes here. 2 are smoked in Elisash and Exotic Deer, so see if they continue to go in or move their way over mid, and it looks like that's going to be exactly what they start to do. Sort of leading the front, looking at Jarex. There's the glimpse as well as the silence in the kinetic field. Nisha will be able to clean that up. Meanwhile, we've got S4 looking at TP and come over mid, so they might look to chase, get something in return. 12-8 in favor of Kinguin, but 2,000 net worth lead in favor of OG. Top of that net worth is still S4. He's looking to finish up a Rod of Atos after getting that Arcane Boots as well as that Hood. In that line is Resolution, who is about 550 gold away from finishing off that Diffusal Blade, which once Resolution gets that, he'll be able to fight a little bit more confidently against Kinguin. See how OG start to possibly be a bit more aggressive once they have that item on Resolution. I can't look at that. They've got the Static Storm coming in on K-Store. You take a look. Jarex is going to be taken out first. Resolution gets one in return. The Chain Frost hits. Nisha's got the Astro Imprisonment onto Resolution, trying to lock him up long enough, but he's not going to survive the onslaught of OG. Exotic Deer drops that call down, but just hitting on Notail. They continue to try and chase onto Resolution. There's the Treant's homing missile coming in. Can Resolution deny himself? There's no Ancient's home. Doppelganger to avoid the homing missile and get himself onto the low ground. Resolution avoids both Exotic Deer and Patos, and they don't even get that kill. Meanwhile, Disruptor is going to drop, and it's a 2 for no trade in favor of, or actually 3 for 1. Excuse me. Now that I have a moment, get a little louder. Glimpse back into the kinetic field. No Tail now going to hit by that rocket barrage. Jerex comes through. No Tail not dead just yet, but he's silenced up by the Night Stalker, and now No Tail will finally drop to Nisha. They've got this kill on Jerex with the homing missile coming in, and Nisha just gaining more and more intelligence now at 24, hitting harder and harder and harder. He'll grab himself a nice double kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
15-11, still OG with a 2,000 net worth lead. You see S4 trying to push back Kinguin. It's tier 1 over mid. Rough voice. Turns not enough, and Kinguin will get this tier 1 tower mid. So S4 and Resolution, they're going to grab this tier 1 on the side of Kinguin over mid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, bottom Patos cleaned up by Fly, No Tail, and Jerex. Patos comes through from S4. Resolution's here with that Dark Rift coming into the shrine. Resolution gonna grab an easy kill on K-Sword. OG finally finding their form. A lot better in this game. They've almost equaled up the kills. They're up 3,000 net worth. Have been for about 10 minutes. Jerex coming over, rolling boulder. Just to place by the stairs. Take a look over mid. Pit of Malice just locking up Elisage time and time again as he stands nearby. Not learning his lesson. OG is set up over by this top shrine, so if Kinguin aren't careful, they're going to get caught out, but they smoke up his core. So this is used by K-Sword. They're going to try and come up onto the high ground. Actually, just continue to move over mid. They get that glimpse into the Static Storm. No Tail in a little bit of trouble. Wow, so much thrown on just No Tail. Call down Sanity's Eclipse, Static Storm, everything used by Kinguin just to get this kill on the Razor. Kinguin with that will move into Roche. No Tail down for 30 seconds. Out buyback. OG are starting to make their way over. No. Doesn't even look like it. They're not even going to contest it anyway without No Tail, and the Aegis will be on Nisha. Going to come through on S4. They've got the call down as well as a bunch of these heroes hitting from Kinguin. Rocket barrage is there. And with Nisha just sapping your intelligence, getting stronger with every shot, Kinguin grab themselves another. Patos gets the kill on Fly over top as both the Night Stalker and Patos combine to get that kill. Boulder smash to stop the TP. Resolution at least gets one in return, and that is Patos dropping, who I haven't really looked at in some time, has not even gotten that orchid yet.
my great conductor.
Bottom, you take a look. No-Tail just continue to try and push, but Nisha is here, and I don't know if No-Tail has any way out. Nisha's starting to work. He's waiting, trying to bide some time for this Dark Rift come through, and there it is. They've got the Chain Frost, but he's going to save himself for now with the Astro Imprisonment. On the back end, K-Sor and Elasash are trying to take out Fly, but it will be Fly who gets the kill first on K-Sor. Peytos here, Elasash and Peytos will clean up Fly. They'll get one more, and it's a 2-for-1 trade. Don't even get Nisha. $20-15, the net worth lead is fizzled out for the side of OG. It was up about 4,000, but now nothing. Not too much. Very well played by Nisha to get out of there as the Chain Frost was thrown. Uses that Astral Imprisonment and then proceeds to TP out. The Dark Rift came in with just S4 and Fly, but that's not enough. And although Fly does get a kill, S4 backs up and they don't get anything more.
I was meant to have this.
So, take a look at what Peytos got. Still looking for that. Orchid has enough gold for it in just a moment. Terribly low in terms of net worth. He's only 300 gold behind Razor. And, No-Tail with that Mask of Madness. Phase Boots going for the Heavy Halberd next. Take a look. Fly cleaned up. Exotic Deer gets the kill. 3 of these heroes combined to get one onto Fly. He's dead for 40 seconds. They're going to use the Shrine to heal up, regen a little bit quickly, and move in to be more aggressive. They've smoked 3 heroes up, or actually smoked 4 heroes up. That's going to leave the Nature's Prophet pushing bottom, showing himself, but he's able to TP in at any moment. Kinguin trying to stay aggressive as they move through mid. Jerax is going to break that smoke. There's the glimpse. Kinetic Field. Dead he is. Nisha with another. And he is now unstoppable. 6-3 and 7.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
That kill, they're going to continue to push over bottom. Should be able to take this tier 2 with ease. Nobody coming in to really defend it, but that's because you've got S4 and No-Tail pushing top. They've got these creeps to the tier 3 tower. Peytos is forced to come back and try and clean it up. We'll do so easily, but OG, despite being up against the Nature's Prophet, they're the ones trying to rat it out with S4. Exotic Deer has that BKB. Now looking for the Ags, has Phase Boots from Achilles. This farm's looking alright. He's behind S4. Take a look as S4 still has that Rod of Atos looking for the Solar Crest. Next resolution. We saw him last as he had worked on that Diffusal Blade. Now he's picked up that Manta with Heart queued up. That is quite a ways out, but resolution at 6-2 and 3 had that bad, not a terrible start, dying once up top. But once he died, got himself to like level 4. He seemed to be fine, and now is 6-2 and 3. And OD. Take a look at Nisha. Aegis expires. Midas Blink, Hurricane, Pike. Looking quite strong. Top tier 1, they've got No-Tail and S4 showing. Firestorm will clean up these Treants. Not too far away is Kinguin, and they've got all 5 heroes here ready to fight. The Blink's going to be forward. The Hurricane Pike to start to eat away and sap that intelligence from S4. Too sure if Kinguin are going to go away so easily. To 15 in favor of Kinguin. holding this net worth stable for about 5 minutes, and it's not a huge lead, really, negligible for the side of OG, who have smoked up as that Halbert's finished on No Tail. So Fly, S4, and No Tail looking to get themselves a kill or two. Jarek's not too far behind, and that's going to be smoke broken. There's the Pit of Malice. It's the silence of the geomagnetic grip. Jarex gets the kill. Peyto's going to throw that ult to try and push back OG, but all 5 heroes are here mid, and they'll try to take this tier 2. We'll see if Kinguin try to react. Not like they're going to. They'll lose that tier 2. OG. Tower away from having every outer tower gone on the side of Kinguin. Peyto's just trying to out these lanes. He's pushing top with the Treants all the way to this tower, looking for that tier 1. S4 will try to keep it alive, and then he TP's bottom, continuing to push there. So the rat team not too strong just yet from the side of Kinguin with this Nature's Prophet. S4 will get the deny of that tower, but as the game progresses, a couple more items come out on Nature's Prophet, especially that Maelstrom. Might be able to see Peytos open up a bit more space for the rest of his team. Jerax, I think he was spotted by Treants. Pulling boulders over, but TPing out already to base his Peyton. Resolution now top of the net worth, looking for that heart. He's only died twice, and he doesn't look very killable at this point in the game from Kinguin.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nisha continues to get those stacks of intelligence as the fight rages on. He have an easier time than I kind of think he will. Getting off resolution. Set up over mid. He's got 4 from the side of OG, ready to fight if anything does happen. They've only got Jarex up top just trying to push and farm a little bit. Dark Rift of S4, and now they're going to continue to push even further. And they're bringing 3 heroes along. They've got Resolution and No Tail. So 4 heroes here. There's the Boulder Smash. Peytos, wrong place, wrong time, trying to get out, but the Static Link and the shots coming in from Resolution. They'll clean up 1 in this Nature's Prophet. So this pushes creeps to the high ground, pushing towards this tier 3. OG do back off for now. Let's check Roche, spot that it is up. So they're going to grab this Aegis, or attempt to grab this Aegis. We'll see if Kinguin comes over. Not looking like they're coming over just yet. And they don't have any wards to have spotted out. That OG went in. The way they see it is with this ward over by the stairs by top. Jungle, and they'll grab this Aegis. K-Sword going to silence and void up this Earth Spirit, but not going to follow it up with anything more. Stuck in that Pit of Malice with the Rod of Atos. Aegis picked up by Resolution after that kill on Roche for the side of OG, and Cheese now picked up for No Tail. The game's still about even. And OG, that Aegis with Cheese, they might be looking to push. They might just want to wait, and I was going to say wait till Resolution gets that heart. But his farm's been pretty good, and he's already got it. So Aegis, heart, Manta, Diffusal Blade, Resolution, again, despite that slow initial start, just looking very good at top of the net worth.
The seeds of fortune.
Looking to finish off that. Shiva's Gyro finishes off that. Ags, will see how strong Exotic Deer is here. He kind of a little bit towards the mid game. I feel like Gyro just kind of falls off, especially against the Static Link. Resolution with all the illusions pushing in on him. Might not be the easiest game for Exotic Deer. I think with really, for Gyro to have had his optimal game, they would have needed to shut down Resolution more top and maybe given exotic deer a little bit more. But it's 7-2, so it's not like you got nothing up there. So, as 4 finishes off that Solarcrest, has the pipe finished as well. Working on those Guardian Greaves next, so just really trying to sustain the side of OG. OG are looking quite good coming into this next fight, despite being down 3,000 net worth, and that really is riding on Nisha, who is going for that Shiva's next, has that Hurricane Bite. Meanwhile, over in the jungle, Fly gets caught out by Peytos, Kasor, and Elisash. So over in the jungle, they happen to run into Fly, get the kill, and Fly not too important to the push of OG. As you see them pushing down this bottom tier 2, they might even look for more. But in terms of team fight, that Chain Frost, that's a lot coming out from OG, especially with Rod of Atos locking them down, as well as Pit of Malice. Nice sweet pace. Chain Frost could change the fight.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Homing missile coming through on Resolution. Avoids it with Doppelganger. Not as impressive the second time around. Impressed the first time when he also got to the low ground. They are holding pretty well. Still have those tier 3s available. They're farming at a good pace, up about 4,000 net worth. Now the Maelstrom's picked up by Gyrocopter. Already fast. Meanwhile, mid Rod of Atos, Pit of Malice trying to lock up Kasor, but he gets himself pushed out of the Pit of Malice with the 4-stab, still continuing to move forward, but now the Static Storm is going to be placed on Resolution. There's no follow-up from Kinguin. No Tails just trying to make the space, clean up Kasor, but he's not going to be able to, while Nisha top kills off Fly again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So Resolution goes to clean up top. The attempt of kills and push failed by OG, and they end up losing one of their own as Nisha gets another and picks up a BKB instead of that Shiva's Guard. So got the BKB as on Nisha as well as on Exotic Deer. Both at 10 seconds, and they haven't really found a big enough team fight where they've gone and used it. Obviously, because it's at 10 seconds. But we'll have to see how OG are going to handle a fight when Kinguin, who are ahead, come in with these 2 BKBs, and maybe if Peytos can find a little bit more farm strength coming out from this Nature's Prophet, but he may not even be involved in that fight. You've got Peytos just continuing to push and open up really some nice farming space for Kinguin that's put them up 4,000 net worth. Game gets paused. A little bit of a break here. Go over to the left. Bring up. Chat just to see what people are saying. I think they just saw Resolution. I used Doppelganger. Cool the first time. Wasn't as impressive when you realize it's just Doppelganger. I mean, he got away from 2 heroes as well the first time. It was pretty impressive. I'm impressed by everything, guys. I get impressed by pro players. I don't play this well, so everything's gonna impress me. Then I missed a kill from him. He was in the jungle alone. But while we're paused up, just want to say thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Coming out here. Whether you like me or not, I'm always looking to get better. Some time to spread some words. Yeah, I know camera work. Sometimes I miss some things. Always can work on that a little bit better. It gets a little bit harder when I'm solo casting. But it hasn't been terrible this game. Missed like a couple fly kills, but he's just the Lich. Come on. I know my computer's been a little bit buggy. Frames have been a little bit droppy. Working on that. Haven't been able to find a fix for that because on my own channel it works. On this channel it doesn't. It's all coincidental. I'm going to be affording a new computer soon. Give you guys the best product I can. I know I want to do that. I want to give you guys the best product. And, you know, I'm working on giving that to you guys. Obviously, I got to be able to afford a better computer to give you guys said product. And, sure, as a viewer, especially when I'm watching Dota, I want it to be as good as possible. So, I want to be able to give that to you guys. So, after my ramblings, look at OG. Take a look at what they got. They almost have Butterfly here on Resolution. S4 with that Silver Crest pipe. Looking for a heavy Talbot of his own. OG actually going to lose that Aegis already. It doesn't feel like 5 minutes. And they are smoked up as 5. So they're looking to find somebody on the side of Kinguin. But 4 of them are bottom, and the only one mid is SLi-League. At this point, a smoke for SLi-League is more beneficial for Kinguin.
Dire are scanning.
Jerax leading the front, but he was not. Treants are going to push here with the creeps, get to the tier 3, but S4 TPing in, using Firestorm just to clean them up. So, Kinguin, unbeknownst to them, they avoid the smoke coming through from OG. And they continue to push and farm and extend this lead now to 5,000 net worth. Exotic Fury's got that Maelstrom, looking for the MKB next to deal with the Butterfly of this Phantom Lancer. Over at K-Sor, Rotvatos, Pit of Malice, Firestorm dropped onto him. There's so many OG heroes here. Solar Crest, K-Sor, you're not getting out. Alright, I did not want to Caster's Curse that, as he does get chased down by OG, and the kill goes the way of Fly.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
So Patos again just continuing to push bottom. These Treants, as well as Patos himself with the Maelstrom, is really putting the pressure on OG in this bottom tier 3. Take a look as, oh boy, SLi-League just spots S4, gets the Static Storm, they're hitting away. BKB's gonna be caught by Nisha. They continue to work on S4, he's so tanky. Sanity's Eclipse, and one more with the Astral Imprisonment should be enough, and it will be, as Nisha grabs another one. They get that kill, they grab about 1,000 more in the net worth, and kind of just jumping up a little bit. They're now almost at a 10,000 net worth lead. Got them at 8,000 in terms of experience. OG, a couple of these smokes just haven't worked out, a couple of these ganks, and the continual push of Kinguin has been overwhelming and very beneficial for Kinguin in terms of farm. You've got the Maelstrom here on Nature's Prophet, which is helping him push with the Treants. You've got the Maelstrom as well as the Ags on Gyrocopter that'll help him push. And then you've just, you know, you can push with Gyrocopter, you can push with then the rest of OD, Night Stalker, and Disruptor. So, again, they just continue to farm up. Got Heaven's Halberd here on Night Stalker, looking for a BKB of his own. That would be 3 on the side of Kinguin. So you take a look. I don't think anybody has BKB on the side of OG. Actually, I'm gonna just look at Razor, and he's got one.
For the dead.
25 to 18 in favor of Kinguin. Up 10,000 net worth just about, as again they just continue to push down the throats of OG, really making it quite hard for OG to push forward and look for anything. There it is. Patos comes through. He's got the silence, and the glimpse comes in from Elisach. S4 might be dead again, not locked in by that kinetic field. Does turn around anyway, and now the static storm's going to be laid on top. You got Darius going in, as well as the Chain Frost Resolution coming in from the side. BKB is going to be popped around the horn. They finally take out S4. The Doppelganger is going to be used as Resolution. I think he figures out that they may not be able to win this fight. The Magnetizer is going to be out on K-Store, but now it's No-Tail here. Resolution and No-Tail go around the trees, looking to get themselves a couple of kills. Boulder Smash is going to be avoided by that Astro Imprisonment. They still look to get something as the Hurricane Pike pushes back Resolution. No-Tail will drop. Fly, No-Tail, S4 dead. Exotic Deer, he'll finally drop on the side of Kinguin. Resolution starting to do work as he continues to chase on Patos. Gets that kill as well, and will take out 2. Boulder Smash, no. Jerax dead. Gem on the table as Nisha gets another. So that's a 4 for 2 in favor of Kinguin. They still have the Night Stalker here. Resolution's got to be careful, as it's just him. $29 to 20. Kinguin still with that 10,000 net worth lead. Maybe they would have liked to not lost their 2 top cores, or not their 2 top cores, lose 2 of their cores in Nature's Prophet and Gyrocopter, but I mean, they'll take it, killing off 4. Maybe if Resolution had died as well, it would have been a complete win for Kinguin, but OG doing an alright job. At least getting a couple. No-Tail getting kited around very heavily in that fight, despite having that BKB. Used it a little bit early, but he had to. It's just tough. It's Kinguin. They really fight well with each other. Nisha can lock down a couple of these heroes on OG. I mean, the only one who has BKB is Razor up to this point. Or now, Phantom Lancer picks one up. Never mind. Strike that last comment. Now, Resolution has the BKB. But, you know, up to that last fight, the BKB on OD, or on, No-Tail was the only one in that fight, and where you can Astral Imprisonment someone important to the fight, maybe even just Jerax. You already had S4 dead. It's a hard fight for OG to take. Resolution does a lot, but when the rest of his team is dying so easily, there's only so much he can do. You guys wanted an update? Don't know if you guys saw it. Vici beat LFY in that matchup that was happening on Star Ladder 1. So, for the side of Kinguin, they do lose Nature's Prophet. They lose the Gyro. A little bit later in that fight, they were okay, except they didn't kill off Resolution. Had they kill off Resolution maybe first in that fight, that goes completely Kinguin's way. I think he's the only one holding OG together right now. Actually, you take a look over, Nisha in a little bit of trouble, but he already kills off Fly. They look for more. Sanity's Eclipse going to be dropped onto OG. They've got the rest of the team here. Static Storm, call down. No-Tail avoiding them both, but only with that BKB. And that's the BKB used, and OG trying to retreat. They can get a glimpse, and they will get a glimpse. Pulling back S4, trying to use that Dark Rift to get out, but not going to be in time. And Kinguin will get another. So with that, Kinguin take out 2, S4 without buyback for 60 seconds, and Kinguin move into the Roche. 3rd Aegis, and another chase coming out, this time for the side of Kinguin. So that was Exotic Deer picking up the Aegis, Nisha with the cheese, and replace that Midas. Now, Kinguin, they lead by 12,000 net worth, 31 to 20. it really does seem like Kinguin, after going through the mid-game, pushing multiple lanes, making it almost impossible for OG to farm and find the right fights, as they were spread out quite often. They've really spread their net worth advantage, and now they're looking to continue to push down the throats of OG. Glimpse back, avoided by the doppelganger. Resolution continues to go all the way towards the tier 3 high ground of his team. Kinguin will take that tier 2, back off for just a moment, maybe wait for the creep wave to go in again. They might smoke. They're gonna smoke, and Kinguin look to fight again and clean up and wrap up this game over OG. So there's the silence. The void comes through, but Kinguin kind of spotted out this odd spot. There's this sentry here for the side of OG, trying to clean up this board, and will, and Kinguin back off after that attempt kind of gets botched. Very turtle-style race by Kinguin, slow and steady, and it's working. I mean, they're up 12,000 net worth. They're going for tier 3s. They're winning these fights. 3 of their cores are all above everyone except for Resolution on OG, and even Resolution close to getting passed by OD. I think Kinguin are playing this well. They're playing it perfectly. Now at level 25, you got the 60 seconds added to the Arcane Orb. Let's take a look. Who else is level 12 here? You got 23 on Gyrocopter, 20% cooldown reduction. Oh my god. So Exotic here going to be pushed in by Jerax. That's going to be immediately the Aegis pop. Got Static Storm, however, on Jerax, enough to clean him up. Elisage gets the kill. BKB going to be popped by No-Tail. He's going to look to go in. He's got the Static going on Peytos. Is that really enough? He's only stolen 49 damage. Call down is there. K-Sword going to be killed off by Resolution. And now let's see who he can hold. They've got Nisha just hitting away. Sanity's Eclipse is dropped. And he is hitting so hard right now, but even with 12 intelligence. Meanwhile, on the back end, Resolution, he's got an Ultra kill going for the Rampage. Can he get it? The Astral Imprisonment is there. They're going to try and stop the Blink. Let's see if Resolution can get it. The Rolling Boulder, the Boulder Smash comes through. Rampage for Resolution. Just by his lonesome self, he is carrying OG through the depths of a 12,000 net worth deficit. He holds well enough. They Dark Rip to the top lane. They look to push some more. Force out 3 buybacks from Kinguin, and that's the hold they needed. That was absurd. No-Tail didn't do quite enough as he wanted. They got the Aegis killed off early. They took out 6 heroes in this fight, and OG hold only losing Jerax and Razor, and I'm pretty sure I missed the fight recap, which I'm kind of upset about. Resolution, my oh my, 14-2-4. The guy is holding 4 heroes on his back, carrying the logo of OG in his hand. He's insane. I can see why OG wanted him. I can see why he was the most wanted player after TI. Fly dies again. That's going to be off camera. There's T-Tours there. Now it's 34-25, and this game, with that one fight, is back to even. So, again, naturally, just with the amount of push they have, Kinguin to extend this net worth lead, but we saw that 12,000 just didn't matter. OG helped, and they helped almost perfectly. K-Sword comes over. It is nighttime. Probably going to spot out No-Tail. They do ping him out, so they know he's around. And coming around the back will be this Night Stalker. No-Tail all by himself. And this could be trouble as Elisage is here. So they have enough lockdown to keep him there for a while. Static Storm Darkness is used. Patos comes over. Call down on top of No Tail. And there it is.
Invisibility.
35-25. They kill off No Tail. 70 seconds. Does have buyback. I just said that. Oh my god. I was gonna repeat myself again. But 4,000 net worth lead there for Kinguin. And again, naturally just pushing out OG. I don't want to say that that's not the right move. Honestly, I personally don't know. But No Tail by himself pushing mid. Obviously, he's down in net worth. But I feel like OG, to win these fights, they need to be together. When they were together there, especially with Resolution, they won that fight defending bottom, and that's what they need to continue to do. They need to probably look for a couple of pickoffs, as they know Kinguin bought back on 3 of these heroes. You kill those 3 heroes, you kill 2 out of those 3 heroes, you have the opportunity to push, maybe take a Rax. But it looks as though both teams might just be waiting for Roche to that point. But the point still stands. You can't really have No Tail by yourself.
Radiant are scanning.
So, again, naturally pushing. 6,000 net worth lead, just like that from Kinguin. No fights taken since bottom. Just pushing away, top, mid, and bottom. And they grab themselves a stronger lead. No Tail not really able to farm too much. Still on this Mask of Madness BKB Halberd that he's had for quite some time. S4, he's had these items. Still been working on Guardian Greaves for a long time as well. The only one really farming away is Resolution. And with Boots of Travel too, and a Moonshard eaten already, he's practically 6-slotted. So you got to try and open up the farm for the rest of the team, but that's difficult. You see No Tail try to farm, he's immediately picked off. So we'll see how OG are able to keep it together or hold together again. Down by 6,000 net worth. And if Kinguin, they're looking like they want to wait for Aegis. I mean, they had Aegis in that last fight, still didn't go right. Obviously, it was a great play by Jerax to start that off with the Boulder Smash to push back Exotic Deer, but Kinguin, you must lose a lot of confidence going in there with an extra life onto Gyro and losing. They actually spot K-Sword. Radabatos comes through. There's the Shivas. They're going to try and clean up this Night Stalker, but the rest of Kinguin, they are nearby. I don't think they're going to come in, and Resolution will get another kill. They do check for Roche up in a minute and a half. Expect to see both teams continue to farm away, but make their way towards this Roche pit and look to control this area to get the next Roche. Hurricane Pike on Fly. Glimmer Cape, not enough. Fly is dead, but you take a look at the rest of the fight. They've got Lesage cleaned up. They look for more an Exotic Deer. The Dark Rift to get S4 into the fight. The BKB is going to wear out on Exotic Deer in just a moment, but from the high ground, BKB popped on Misha. S4 push back. They're looking to get themselves a kill on Resolution, and will, as he's all by himself over on the high ground by the shrine. So 93 seconds, no Resolution. They lose Fly as well. They grab the 4 and 5 position at Kinguin, so this should open up enough space for them to get the kill on Roche. S4, here comes Patos, here comes Misha, and they'll get one more. That's now 3 heroes dead on OG. $38-27. They up their net worth lead by quite a bit. Now 7,000. They take control of the Roche area. And Kinguin, they're going to be setting up to possibly get Aegis again and push some more. And that's going to be used by S4. Dark Rift in 44 seconds, and Exotic Deer and Nisha are going to look for push. Resolution 10,000 net worth more than the top on Kinguin, and there it is. There they are. Team Roche taking it quickly. Dark Rift not off cooldown for another 18 seconds, and then will be Aegis and Cheese out again on Kinguin.
The seeds of fortune.
Now it looks as though OG are going to be forced to hold again, as it's 6 lives coming out from Kinguin. See how OG do to hold it. Will Resolution get another Rampage at 15-3? It's going to be tough. They started it off with a very amazing play from Jerax. Look, they're probably going to need something similar to pull that off again, and this time the Aegis is out on Nisha, not on the Gyrocopter, which I think is a touch more effective. Four heroes smoke here from Kinguin. They're going to try and get into this base pretty deep, bring the pressure on OG. 16,000 net worth lead. Resolution showing himself into the static storm. He's going to be in a lot of trouble now. The cooldown's going to follow it up. Resolution surrounded by all these heroes on the side of Kinguin. A great play by Jerax to push him back. The chain force is going to be bouncing around. Let's see what Kinguin can do, but they keep getting locked up by this pit of malice. They're going to drop the Sanity's Eclipse, continue to look more for No Tail. They've already lost themselves K-Sword. Nobody did just yet on OG. They've got the Magnetized drop down on the OD. He'll drop for his first life. They'll take out Exotic Deer, and they'll get a double kill on Pechos. They might look for more on Elisage, but the focus is now on Nisha. Nisha going to use that Astral Imprisonment, very well timed by Jerax to get that Boulder Smash stun. Pit of Malice is dropped on top of Nisha. The Glimmer Cape, or Shadow Blade, is used by OD, but not enough to keep him alive, as again, Resolution and OG hold. A triple kill for Resolution, 4 die on Kinguin, as well as that Aegis. Can't believe they held again, and barely any damage done to these tier 3s. This is OG just playing perfect on the high ground hold, and sometimes the exact opposite on everything else. So, again, we see it again. And I missed the fight recap again. Ugh. 16,000 net worth lead for Kinguin. Practically erased over mid. Fly again, might be in a little bit of trouble. Static Storm should knock him out, but Nisha's popped that BKB. I'm pretty sure he bought back. They're going to try and chase. He did, in fact, buy back. Pechos is here with Nisha and Elisage. They get the double 4-step to push him up to the high ground, and OG, they lose Fly, but we'll take it. 39-31, 55 minutes into this game. No tier 3s taken by either side just yet. And let's see if OG can finally be the aggressors and really look to take the high ground of Kinguin. Bought back on a bunch of these heroes. Let's take a look at who bought back and who's got buyback. On the side of Kinguin, they've got 2 buybacks on their 4 and 5. And on the side of OG, No Tail, Resolution, and Fly. Now Charo's got buyback. Right. So 39-31, even game in net worth. Again, I mean, I could show you the net worth graph as it goes. Whoop, 12,000. We lose that fight bottom. Here we are again. We lose that fight. What do we do? 6 lives, both times. Let's take a look. Silver Edge comes out for this OD. BKB now down to 5 seconds. Gyrocopter BKB down to 6. Looking for a... Ooh, here it is. It's going to be time. Divine Rapier time. As Exotic Deer, he's saving up for it. Has that Butterfly MKB Maelstrom as well. Let's see if he just turns it into a Mjolnir before he goes to Divine Rapier. But OG, they're smoked up as 5. They're looking to find anybody on the side of Kinguin. They've all TP'd out. They went into the trees. They got away. They moved over mid, and they don't have a smoke. I can't click LSH. No, they don't. But Dark Rift over bottom. Peytos might be in a little bit of trouble if he tries to get out of town. BKB, pit him out. It's not going to stop him, but there is the Abyssal Blade from Resolution. Help get that kill. Stop that team. So that's 99 seconds without Peytos. And OG, they're looking to push bottom. That's a lot of time without the counter push and the ratting of Nature's Prophet. Gyro, Divine Rapier update. He's not picked it up yet. So he does technically have buyback, and he might just save that farm. Glimpses there on Jerax. S4 going to show himself. He's locked in by the kinetic duel. You've got No Tail here hitting the Shivas onto Nisha. Astro Imprisonment to keep him alive, but that's not going to stop the static link. No Tail continuing to get himself a lot of damage, 250 to be precise. And the Pit of Malice is going to lock them up. They can't defend this tier 3. Static Storm dropped down Resolution, not going to hold him in place, and No Tail is dead. All of a sudden, all by his own himself, he's going to be killed off. So now it's the Resolution show. They're going to try and go in on Nisha. Nisha's going to be cleaned up. He's dead for 2 minutes. This might be it. OG's continuing to work. They've taken out the Gyrocopter. They're going to lose No Tail over before he's finally going to buy back. Queso's going to try and get back to his base, as well as Exotic Deer. But this is Resolution, my friends. He is continuing to jump all over you. They're going to lose Jerax. Resolution going to continue to go. He'll take out LSH. He does not care if you're in your base or near your towers or anything. Resolution just continuing to go in. They have protection. They're going to be able to spot out Resolution. They're going to have to call down out on him. The BKB is going to be used by the Exotic Deer, and the Doppelganger is going to keep Resolution alive for just a moment. He's still kind of trying to go in on these heroes inside the well, but that's maybe not the smartest play. Resolution finally cleaned up. Exotic Deer is the one who does so, and they buy back. Meanwhile, this bottom Ceterax is gone. You take a look over mid, this mid Ceterax is gone. So he's deterred them all the way into their well as Kinguin now have lost 2 Ceterax, and OG is set up top. They're looking to continue to get more, just push back LSH with the Phantom Lance, and OG, they're looking for Mega Creeps. They found their moment. They're only up 2,000 net worth, and this is their time. They've got a static Storm dropped by this Disruptor LSH. They'll clean up S4. S4 is going to be dead for 2 minutes. OG really need to watch out as they bump back on a bunch of these heroes, and if they go down, it would be the time for Kinguin to try and push. They've got Resolution with that BKB. Queso trying to chase just to deter him, and meanwhile, on the other end of the fight, they've got this nice glimpse on the fly. Chainfrost going to be dropped, but that's not going to save his life, and it will bounce around and do just about nothing. Exotic Gear's got himself a double kill. They've got no fly for 90 seconds, and S4 is the only one who has buyback for the side of OG. Whew. That fight's going to fizzle out. You had 4 buybacks from OG, 2 on the side of Kinguin, 3 died, and everybody eventually died on OG, but that is Mega Creeps for the side of OG. So 45 to 35, now a 2,000 net worth lead here for OG. Peytos is going to try and push out as well as he can, but now this is Mega Creeps. Before, it was easier for them to continue to go out and really naturally get net worth back in their favor, but Mega Creeps is going to be a little bit harder. $45-35. Gyro still looking to get himself that Divine Rapier, continuing to farm. Go into Roche Pit again. Grab this Aegis and Cheese one more time, and they want this Aegis out on Gyrocopter, as I think it is time. And it is. There it is, the Divine Rapier coming out on Exotic Deer. He's got a second life. They're down to Mega Creeps. Kinguin putting everything they have into this next fight if they can. Exotic Deer, see how he kind of struggles to take away these mega creeps, but in a team fight it might be enough. Let's see where OG are at. Resolution, Abyssal Blade in his backpack. Still got the same couple of items that he got for S4. Now with that AC from last we once saw him. No tail. Boots of Travel. I guess is the only new thing is he's dropped behind S4 by about 5,000. $3,000 net worth lead Kinguin had, or OG had, is now gone. Is it's back in favor of Kinguin again. And let's take a look. That's the graph so far.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Whew. Click over there, but Exotic Deer Kazor just continuing to push mid. They're looking for Boots of Travel on this gyrocopter. Coming to this fight any moment with that Divine Rapier now on. Take a look as OG got every other building just about dead except for these tier 4s and the Ancient. They'll take out the shrines. Take out that bottom shrine while Kinguin struggle to hold their base against these mega creeps. Patos has this Hex.
Dire's top shrine
BKB down to 8 seconds, and he's looking for a Bloodthorn. See if they go Rapier on another hero. OG now with 3,400 gold. He hasn't bought anything in quite some time. He's got that BKB down 5 seconds.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Got Aegis where on this gyro, so this is where you'd probably look to fight. If you were the side of Kinguin, you want to know you have that second life on gyrocopter to keep that Divine Rapier in your possession.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
This was in connection to Twitch game. So, 4 hero smoke here from Kinguin. Not finding anybody on the side of OG just yet. So OG can happily sit inside their base and know that these creeps are pushing onto the side of Kinguin. And without finding anything, this smoke's going to go to waste and creeps are going to start to flood in. Exotic Deer back to clean it up once more. Sash and Kazor, there's not much they can really do against these mega creeps. And OG, they'll sit back, relax, continue to farm, and this is finally space for No Tail to find farm without really being in too much danger. Might have fizzled out once this Aegis is gone. Just seems like they're in a little bit of trouble with just one life on the gyrocopter as Exotic Deer dropped quickly in these fights at times, especially in the fight that happened bottom that changed this whole game, where he was pushed in by Jerax, taken out by the rest of the team. He had 2 lives there, and he died very quickly in both. The Divine Rapier on him, you know it's all or nothing, but you'd love to have that second life on gyrocopter to know that you have another chance at victory. Each of the spots has 4. They're coming in. Patos, Kazor, as well as Sash. They'll take out 1 in S4. He'll die, be dead for 100 seconds, a minute 40, but does have buyback. Without S4, no huge global movement for the side of OG, and this could be a moment for Kinguin to make something happen, but now with no Aegis, they might be a little less confident on Exotic Deer with this Divine Rapier. continuing to hold. OG farm their side of the map, but don't even have a net worth lead. No tell anything new? No? Ah, yes. You shark. Eat me. Things have kind of just slowed down so much since the big raging fight over in the side of Kinguin's base. They picked up this Divine Rapier, and all of a sudden, this game is Resident Sleeper, and OG, they're okay with that. And Kinguin, they're trying to... They might even just wait for the next Roche. They had Aegis before. They'll have to wait for a second life again to find their confidence to go in. They're also looking to farm on Gyrocopter to get him that lifesteal, so they need the lifesteal to hold him alive. In these fights, make sure he's a little bit more confident with that Divine Rapier. Slowly but surely, OG will continue to push forward, continue to farm, have their Mega Creeps invade this base of Kinguin, as well as themselves, maybe in a couple moments. Setting up pretty close to mid over in this side secret shop area. 3 of these heroes, while Resolution and No-Tail show themselves mid. Look, you've got a couple more here. There's the Refresher Orb onto this Disruptor. Starting to close in. They're looking for their moment. Kinguin, they gotta be ready to hold. The Divine Rapier is out on Exotic Deer. They're cleaning up these Mega Creeps. They haven't let their Tier 4s be touched just yet. Waiting outside the base is gonna be OG as they start to invade with Creeps and Illusions. Resolution, S4, they step into the high ground. They're looking to make something happen, but there's the Static Storm. They're not gonna be able to find Resolution. He gets away, but thankfully they have this Refresher Orb. Have Static Storm again, and we'll see if OG are ready for that. Resolution, really the big man on campus in this fight, so they're going to have to try and take him out early. Starting to slow siege here, going up, down the steps, showing themselves, moving back, taking a little bit of chip damage here onto these effigies, onto these buildings. Waiting for the right moment. A lot of Atos. Pit of Malice from S4 locks up Elisach as well as Nisha. He's going to be hit by that Heaven's Halberd in a little bit of trouble. The Hurricane Pike comes out on S4. Needs to really start trying to build that intelligence steal from the side of OG. Arax comes back. Take a look. Is in trouble is Nisha. I'm pretty sure Arax pushed him out there. Nisha might be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to Hurricane Pike himself to the high ground with that BKB. You take a look. Is now they're starting to work on both his Night Stalkers as well as Exotic Deer. The Chase Buck bouncing around. They're hitting away. And now into Static Storm. Locked in is Resolution. But Kaser is going to be the first one to drop. Or the second one to drop after No-Tail. No-Tail taken out by Paytos. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Now you've got no Razor. OG. They might still look to push. They don't have No-Tail for 100 seconds, a minute 40 again, and no Night Stalker for a minute 20 on Kinguin. So backing off is OG. I think I did miss that Jerax push out with Ags onto. That's almost certainly what happened. So, OG. We'll wait for No-Tail. They'll rinse, repeat, reset, go again. And Kinguin, we'll wait for Night Stalker. No, we'll just start again. Still gotta defend from these Mega Creeps. And they've been doing so pretty effectively. Still have these Tier 4s quite high. And looking to finish up the Satanic is Exotic Deer. You take a look at Nisha. He's holding his money for now. Rezo, Jerax, No-Tail, Paytos, Nisha, S4, Asor, and Resolution just going to continue to farm here. So farmed as Abyssal Blade in his backpack. And there's Roach, and this could be ages for OG. If this was a moment for Kinguin to go in, it might be now, but you've got creeps pushing in bottom, creeps pushing in top. Kinguin kind of corralled in their base with nowhere to go. The Resolution S4 will take care of this Roche. This Aegis going on S4. Just cheese. And No Tail will pick up the Aegis. So maybe he could do something with 2 lives. A little bit more than he has been doing with 1.
Gold is a great conductor.
Pushing bottom is going to be Resolution along with these Megas. You've got the rest of OG ready to go in mid. Kinguin, they've been ready for this moment for 10 minutes. They've had this Divine Rapier. They don't have Satanic just yet. He's setting up for another Divine Rapier. So Kinguin hold, that would be quite the surprise. We'll see what they do to go in once he has those items. But that is so far away. Again, OG just kind of pacing back and forth on the bottom end of these stairs, looking to go in on Kinguin, who are pushed back, just surrounding this Ancient, and their tier 4 is not really going out further than that. They're letting the Mega Creeps come to them, and that's about it. That's their farm. OG, see if they go in. Now finally Darkness comes out from K-Sor. He's showing himself, cleans up that nice ward. Lacking a vision of Faith is OG, but they've got another one in there, so they don't really quite care. Continuing to clean up these Mega Creeps. Going in is Jerax, looking to make a play. Has that Ags, he's ready to go. Illusions start to flood in, as well as these Mega Creeps. Kinguin, again, are just circled around this Ancient. OG bottom of the stairs, waiting to make their move. Just pacing, thinking about it. Don't want to die off. Don't want to throw this game one with Mega Creeps. And MKB now out for Nisha. He still has buyback as well. Setting up, they push back the Night Stalker. K-Sor in a little bit of trouble. There's the Phantom Lance, but stunned up is going to be Resolution. The call down is there, trying to get to the low ground. It is going to be S4. He does eat that cheese, and he'll be free. Call down, use Glimpse, Static Storm. That's going to be through. That might be a little bit of trouble for No Tail. He's cleaned up already. Aegis down. On the back end of this fight, Resolution goes in on K-Sor, but nobody else is really that low on the side of Kinguin. They've got BKBs going around the horn, the Chain Pulse bouncing around from Fly, and now you've got the Static Link on this Gyrocopter who's got the Divine Rapier. He doesn't have an Aegis. It's going to be on the deck. He's dead. He finally buys back. Where did that Divine Rapier go? I think it might have gone on Resolution. It did not, in fact, and Resolution's got a double kill as he takes out Paytos. Trying to chase on Kinguin. They're looking for more of the Dark Rift to try and get them out. If they can get it, they're gone. Lose No Tail again. Nisha gets the kill, but they leave with that Dark Rift. They leave with, I'm pretty sure, the Divine Rapier. On S4. No more Divine Rapier for Gyro. They're now forced to hold against Mega Creeps without it. Never got that Satanic, never got the lifesteal he needed to stay alive a little bit longer, and once he was surrounded, that was it. They took away that Divine Rapier and forced out his buyback. So now, for the first time in this game, it is a significant lead for the side of OG. 14,000 net worth, but 2 times we've seen this go from 12 to 0, from 14 to 0. See if OG make the same mistakes. I mean, they've got a Divine Rapier in their hands, as well as a very tanky S4 holding it. They should be okay. Problem is they keep losing No Tail, and he died twice in that fight. So, with No Tail hitting the deck dead for 14 seconds, no buyback, they're going to wait at the stairs again. Let these creeps do their business, and when No Tail gets back, he'll TP in, and they'll look to go again. They pull in this Night Stalker again. Pit of Malice, not going to hit anybody. Static Storm's going to be on resolution. That locks him up for just a moment, but going to be saved again by Jerax. So OG now back is 5. They're looking to hold. Or not looking to hold, they're looking to push. And Kinguin are the ones looking to hold. Held for quite some time. Shots come out there from Nisha. Again, nothing more. Resolution finally moves up to where these barracks once stood. Kinguin holds around this Ancient again, and OG looks like they're walking on eggshells, not sure who to go in on and how to do it. These fights have been a little bit sloppy, and Kinguin, they're looking to hold it, pretty much stick to the plan, surround the Ancient, fight, they lose, that's it, but if they win, they win. They fight it pretty well. They're looking to aim on resolution first. So they're pushing them back with the illusions. There's the Pit of Malice locking K-Store, and now they're pushed behind this Ancient. They start to hit away at tier 4s. The glyph is finally forced out. Kinguin looking to make a move. They've got the Static Storm. It's not going to land on resolution just yet, but he's hit by the glyphs. He's back in the Static Storm, pushed away from Jerax, but it's not going to be enough. They've lost resolution. He's dead for 120 seconds. He finally has buyback, or he has buyback, and Chain Frost just bouncing around these heroes. The Static Link is out on an Exotic Deer. Maybe it's No Tail's time to finally do something. He's popped at BKB, but No Tail, you're surrounded by the entire side, and you're dead again. 100 seconds, no buyback, and Kinguin, despite losing a tier 4, they hold once more. This is absolutely absurd. OG botch it one more time. This time resolution drops as well as No Tail, and the rest of the team retreats out of the base. So 38 to 50, 12,000 net worth lead for OG, but still Kinguin are trapped inside this base with really nowhere to go. As I say, there's nowhere to go. They actually kind of move forward. They've pushed 3 heroes over towards bottom while Jerax is pushing top. These treants to clean up with Peytos. For the first time in what seems like a half hour, Kinguin, they're past the river, and they're farming. It's definitely been so long since Kinguin's actually even just passed the stairs, but they finally have a moment to farm, and this could be another Divine Rapier on Exotic Deer. There it is, another Divine Rapier on this Gyro. Gyrocopter trying to continue to make something happen. Still no lifesteal for him as that Morbid Mask sits in his backpack. And I really needs a Satanic. He doesn't have buyback anywhere. Sure, down for 2 minutes 11 seconds, so he bought out on the Divine Ranger. Now needs a Satanic. So if they hold again, maybe that's where it comes out. So again, for the 5th time, maybe 6th, maybe 7th, I've lost count. OG are back at the stairs again, looking to make something happen. Jerax, he's looking to get Nisha out of there, but now in the back of the fight, they've got the Static Storm. It's going to be laid on to just S4. They'll lose Elisage, who immediately buys back. He's also got that Refresher Warp to use in 15 seconds. They're pushing back S4, who is really hurt with that Divine Rapier. Kinguin They push back OG again. They're scared of S4 dropping, and they will hold one more time. They lose Disruptor, but it's a hold nonetheless. 11,000 net worth lead here for OG. Looking to take high ground again, and they go towards Roche again. Take another look at buyback status. 4 heroes on the side of OG. Just OG and Night Stalker for Kinguin. OG will take this Aegis and Cheese again with ease. I think that's the 6th or 7th there as well. And now with the second life, that will come out onto No Tail once more. We've seen him with 1 live, we've seen him with 2, and it seems like both times, or every time he's had those opportunities, they kind of haven't really done anything. No Tail does one thing with that Aegis, and I think this game is over for Kinguin, but Kinguin, again, you gotta give credit to them. They're the ones who are holding so well. So again, OG. They're in the base. Jerax looking for that push. They're going to get Peytos. He's going to be pushed back all the way to the side of OG. Uses that BKB, but now they've got the Hex. It's going to come through onto Resolution, who's getting quite low. They've got the call down, but the static link of No Tail is going to connect to Exotic Deer. He's the one who's got that Divine Rapier, but he doesn't have any damage to throw their way. Exotic Deer, he might finally drop to No Tail, who's broken with that Halberd. He dies. They finally get Exotic Deer back, and on the back end of this fight, they've got OG trying to make something happen. The Motor Smith, or Jerax hits on 3. They've got this nice Pit of Malice to come through from S4. They've taken out the OD. He's going to buy back. So Nisha tries to make something happen, but the well is exposed. I don't think they're able to stop it. They finally have OD hitting away at OG, and they're going to start to retreat with the well open. There's the call down. Let's see if they can grab the Divine Rapier out of the hands of S4, as there's the homing missile, the glimpse back, and he is in trouble. He's getting quite low, but nobody's there to take him out just yet. You've got the OG hitting away at No Tail. He'll die again. No buyback. They'll finally take out the OG. Nisha's dead for 2 minutes, but now with K-Sword dying, he'll buy back, and there's 4 heroes alive for both sides. Still Resolution available. BKB, but now Abyssal Blade right in his face. Resolution getting low. He's going to use that Doppelganger to continue to chase. He's stuck in that kinetic field for just a moment. Peytos with the BKB. He hits away. Chain Frost thrown by Fly. K-Sword getting low. He just fought back. He's dead. S4 says, enough of this. I'm going to take this. Well, I'll take the Ancient, excuse me, and the game. OG finally wins 85 minutes.